Just just
My name is Paul Creesh. I'm 32 years old and I was born and raised in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, and I'm a music teacher. And so I guess the sort of teaching gene is in my blood, and with my dad being a musician, being a music teacher seemed like a no-brainer.
Hi, my name's Elise Chamberlain and I'm 16 years old. I've been involved with music and dance for the most part of my life. I took piano lessons and guitar lessons for a few years, and I've recently started taking singing lessons. As a kid, I basically learnt to dance before I could walk, and so naturally my parents encouraged me to take dance lessons. Dancing has been a big part of my life for 13 years now. No matter what's happening, it's just my escape.
Well, I'm a 73-year-old guy that started learning to play saxophone 56 years ago when I was 17 and had eyesight then, of course. I came down here 24 years ago and I've been here ever since.
When I first finished school, I always knew that I wanted to have something to do with music, so I went to the Queensland Conservatorium and did a degree. But then when I finished that, I sort of realised that it was quite difficult to get a job and make a living as a professional drummer. So I decided to go and do a Bachelor of Education after that, and I found that teaching students about music was as satisfying as performing.
The most rewarding experience I've ever had as a dancer was to be up on that stage on the podium after competing against hundreds of other teams. To win together with friends that I'd grown up with for 13 years, it makes all of that practice and pain worthwhile.
I started learning the saxophone growing up on a dairy farm, and then 12 months later, a couple of mates and I started a dance band, and I had 10 dance bands over a period of 30 years.
Yeah, my family's had a big part in my ideas about teaching and views of music. I come from a pretty musical family. My dad sort of started playing the drum kit, and his mum also used to play the piano accordion, so they had a bit of a band together. And when I was really young, I used to go to gigs with my dad and sort of grew up travelling around with his country band out through central Queensland and just listening to music.
Songs are created to give hope, to express feelings when words can't, to tell someone you love them when you don't know how. It's just such a precious gift. I can't understand why people would avoid it.
I've been around the world a bit. 9 years and a month ago, I went to Atlanta, Georgia for a Toastmasters International Conference. And I went over with a friend and we went down to New Orleans. And I sat in Jackson Square, where Louis Armstrong used to play, and all those big ugly black fellas who were just absolutely beautiful people, twice as wide as me, big blokes. And I'm only told they're ugly, but I think their heart was beautiful.
On the 13th of March this year, my wife and I had our first child, a little baby girl, Lily. And I really want to make music a huge part of her life. I think that music's such a great thing for children to interact with. It makes them move, it makes them laugh, it makes them smile.
Everyone should have some sort of relationship with music because music doesn't discriminate. There are styles to suit everyone, and it's one of those things, rare things in life, where everyone can feel included without being the odd one out. Music is so many things. It's not just background noise.
It's nice doing something and participating in something that you're enjoying. And that's what life's all about. Because tomorrow we could be dead. You won't enjoy anything when you're dead.
When she was first born, she was only about an hour old, and I played some songs to her on the ukulele. And as she can get a little bit older and stand up on her own 2 feet, I want to teach her how to dance and move to music so that when she plays music, she feels it through her whole body like we all should. I think everyone should have some sort of relationship with music.
I think dancing is one of those moments where you just feel good to be alive.
So if I had never been busking, I wouldn't have enjoyed that highlight of my life.